Okay. Um, so this is about Mendeley Reference Management software. It's called Mendeley Reference Manager. My name is Li Zhang. I'm the science librarian. So today I'm very happy to have the opportunity to share some of my experience with you about how to manage reference, how to organize your PDF, how to insert citations in your Word document in just a few clips. So this was me before I used the reference management software. Sometimes I forgot the title of the paper. I forgot where I got the idea. I took an important note, but I couldn't find the paper. So with this in mind, I started to learn reference management software. It helped me to solve most of the problems, if not all. So hopefully, you will find the Mendeley Reference Manager helpful for these kind of questions. Here is the outline for today. So first, we are going to have a brief introduction to what is a reference management software and talk about different types and their pros and cons. Then we talk about how to install Mendeley reference management software and how to references to Mendeley from different sources. Then most importantly, how to cite in Word while you are writing your paper in just a few clips and generate a reference list. Then we'll talk about how to organize references and annotate PDF. So it's pretty much the same as we use marker, like physical marker to mark a PDF. A reference management software, sometimes it's called citation management software, is a tool to help you to collect and organize your references. And we talk about insert citations into your paper as you type and generate a reference list at the end of your paper. And there are tons of reference styles you can choose. So you don't have to use APA. You can use other types for a specific journal and to change the reference style automatically. Examples of the citation or reference management software include Mendeley, Zotero, EndNote. So next slide, I'm going to have a brief comparison of the three. EndNote has two versions. One is EndNote Desktop, one is EndNote Basic. As it said, Basic is free, but the function is very limited. EndNote Desktop, it asks you to pay for $179. As a student, probably we don't want to pay because they are free software available. That's Mendeley or Zotero. The main difference between Mendeley and Zotero is storage, free storage. So the Mendeley has 2 GB storage and Zotero has only 300 megabytes. So 2 GB enables you to store thousands of PDFs in the software. So that's why the reason I recommend use Mendeley. The Mendeley Reference Manager has both desktop version and web version. They are both the same interface. So once you can use the web version, you can also use desktop version because the interface are the same. And your references are synced automatically. So you can access your references anywhere as long as you have internet connection. And one important function, it can help you to read, highlight, annotate, or even it has a summary AI function help you to summarize the research article. The university has a Mendeley guide, so you will search for university for Mendeley guide to have more information, and here's the link to the guide, which I will go over later. But next step, I'm going to show you how to install Mendeley. First step, you need to create a Mendeley account. So I will show you here. I'll show you here a few slides. Then I'm going to have a live demo how to create an account. So you go to Mendeley website. There is a sign-in function here. The next step is to enter your email address. The screen will show you access through your organization. Don't use this. Try another way. because the US does not have a contract with Mendeley. And in addition, like when you are US students, you can access, but after you graduate, you won't be able to use your USask email. So I recommend do not use your USask email to create a Mendeley account. So here, the next step is to type your Mendeley, your email address and continue. It's going to ask you to create an account. So you don't have to use USask email. I'm going to escape this and go to Mendeley. Okay, so here is a Mendeley page. It's just mendeley.com. If you go to sign in page, so this is where you create an account. It's a little it's not very unclear. It's not a create account button. So you go to sign in. So this is I just show you from in PowerPoint. It says access from your organization. Don't use this. So here, try another way. It says if you have an elsewhere account, you will be directed to sign in. If no account is found in our database, you will be asked to register. So for example, I do say ABC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8 at gmail.com. Then yeah, it will ask you like some kind of information to sign in, to create an account, then register. Because I already have an account, so I'm not going to go to this step. So once you have an account, then you will get Mendeley to download Mendeley. So here, if you are using Windows, it's going to show download for iOS. So if I use download here, oops. So if you go to like get Mendeley for free, so here is a button for download for Windows. So if you use Mac computer, so it's going to show, then you click this link to download. Then the process will be the same as you install any other software. So just follow the links and install on your computer. So I already have Mendeley installed on my computer, so I'm going to open that. Oops. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I type my email address. I think it might be because I already have this opened, so I'm going to close this window. So I already have this opened on Mendeley Reference Management software. So once you install the Mendeley Reference Management software on your computer, then click the Open that program, sign in with your email address and password you just created with Mendeley. You will see a blank page, but I already have some references popped up here. The next step will be to add references. This Mendeley is very friendly, like especially if you have PDF saved on your computer. So for example, I already have some PDF in my computer. Oops, let me just here. So yeah, it's not showing here. So I can drag and drop these 4 articles into my Mendeley. So here, so I have 4 articles. It shows it's uploading 4 articles. So uploading is final one. Let me remove the screen so you can see. So here are the 4 articles. I just imported Mendeley from my saved file from my PDF. So there is a file. So this is a PDF. If we double click, it's going to show the article and the detailed information. So this is the author, publication year, month, issue, the journal, and the abstract is all here. I don't have to type a new word. And also the PDF is automatically uploaded here. So you can read this article in Mendeley. So this is, let me go back. So on the left side, there are two buttons. So one is partner request to start it. Start. Okay, yeah, start Zoom AI. Yeah, I'll guess. Okay, so on the left side, you will see two buttons. So this the book sign is the library. If we click the library, it's going to show all the references we have. Click this. And this is the notebook function. So here you can see I have the one article. If you double click, then there is a notebook and annotate function. So this will help me to read article. So if I, for example, I think this is important, I can use the annotate function, highlight this here, and add a sticky note. So I'll use this for introduction. So later on, I can find this paper. So yeah, I'm not going to go to the details here. I will go back for the notebook later. So this is a way to add references from PDF. Another way is sometimes we have download references from a website or from database. So do you have a specific database you use? You can type in your chat. I use quite very few. If you use Google Scholar, yeah. And like for Google Scholar, if you use Google Scholar, usually there is a DOI function. So if that article has a DOI function, you go to add references and add manually. So add reference manually. Then there is a DOI. So let me find one article with DOI. Oh, so let's go to a Google Scholar. Scholar, like so let's go to this one. So here is a DOI for Google Scholar. Usually this article has DOI function. So you just copy and paste. Oops. Yeah, so you see this is the article and the deep learning for stress plant phenotyping and the authors and the publication title, then add entry. So it's here. The same, so some are using PubMed or Signal. On PubMed, you can add manually. So here you can type the PubMed ID and add here as well. So if you are using archive, yeah, so archive ID, yeah, you can use add archive ID as well. It's going to just go to search and find it. So if you are using Medline Ovid, so you will export as a RIS format. So I will show you here how to do that. Let me go to a website. So go to the library website. You ask, go to a database, Medline. So midnight Ovid. Go to a search, just keyword search. COVID-19 at AI. I'm just made up this. So here, yeah, like then once you get the results, select a few you want to keep, then use the export function. So I selected two. So format, choose RIS format. So that's so standard format for reference management software. So this is important to choose RIS format. When the choose the fields, make sure you have the abstract included. Otherwise, you won't be able to read the abstract in Mendeley. Accept all cookies, then export. So it's RIS. So it says, yeah, it saved RIS1. So then I'm going back to my Mendeley, add references, import library. You will see here, import RIS format. Then choose, I think it's downloaded here. So yeah, this is the one. So these are two articles about COVID and AI. Yeah. Yeah. But keep in mind, if you use this type of the reference addition importing, it's just going to include the basic information like article title and author. So info here. It won't have the PDF file included, so it does not have the you can't read the article here. But later on, if you find the article, you can use the files function and add the file. Then navigate where you saved the PDF and add it to Mendeley. Is that clear? Okay, so yeah, we talk about three different ways to add references to Mendeley. Like first, the most simple way is like you have PDFs, you can just drag and drop in your Mendeley reference management software. The second way, if you know the um, uh, if you know the DOI or PubMed ID or archive ID, then you can, or ISBN for a book, you can just type here and search. It's going to add here as well. If you are using a database, so this is the same like when you are searching a database, just do the regular searching, select the references you are interested, then you are going to keep and export in RIS format. So this is important. Then go to Mendeley import library and choose RIS format and navigate to where you saved. So now we have the reference list in our Mendeley. We are going to show you how to write article while you are, how to insert reference while you are typing. So to do this, you will need an add-in. So are you using your own Word or are you using the university's Office 365? Because this is important. If you are using your own Word, you can just go to Tool under Mendeley and you install Mendeley site for Microsoft Word here. But if you are using a university's Office 365, there is an extra step I'm going to show you here because I'm using University 365. Yeah, so if you are using University 365, then go to File, under Account, then click Get Add-in. So the default is the store, Microsoft Store, but we have to go to Admin Managed. If you don't see Mendeley sites, click Refresh. then it's going to show that. Then click this to add to Microsoft Word. So yeah, I already have that and go back. So once you have the Microsoft Word the Mendeley sites installed, added to Microsoft, so you go to References tab. At the very right, you will see Mendeley site. So if you click that, so all the references we just added is going to show up here. Yeah. So sometimes if you haven't signed in with the Mendeley site, it's going to ask you to sign in with your account and password. So now I'm going to start writing my paper. So just type some fake words. Choose like all references. So this is the article we just add. So I'm going to insert citation. Then continue to write again. So this time I'm going to install insert two papers and insert two papers. Yeah. So once I finish writing, so I'm going to create a reference list. So under you will see the three dot button, then insert bibliography, switch to live updates. I'm going to keep live updates. Continue. So now you see the reference is listed here. If I continue to write the second part, you can search for references as well. So I will search for maybe microplastic. So yeah, insert citation. So you will see this reference is added automatically in the reference list. So this saved me lots of time instead of typing all the insert the citations, in-text citations, or creating the reference list. I don't have to worry about do I use where do I use the uppercase or lowercase, the which format for the author. And there are tons of citation styles. So if you go to a citation setting, so here the default is a APA style. So I can choose to a different style. So for example, if you are in medicine, Vancouver style is very popular. So I'm going to change to Vancouver style. So you can see this is a number style instead of APA style. So it's all the references are number style. So this is a basic function of the Mendeley. As you can see, it does save us lots of time. The next function I'm going back to show you is in Mendeley is to annotate a notebook function. Let me go back to Mendeley. Okay. So I touched on this a little bit. I'm going to go to a little bit detail. So you see I have 4 paper that has have file, a PDF attached. You will see this sign, the download sign. So if I double click, so there is an annotate function. For example, if I want to, while I'm reading the paper, I found this sentence is very important, will be useful. So I can highlight this. You can choose different, you use a highlight function and you can choose different color as well for different meaning. Yeah. So I can choose this. So yeah, I think this is important. Click and add a right click to add a sticky note. So add a comment. So statistics. About yeah. So it's here. Annotate. I can continue to read article. So here is a methodology, or maybe under the um, conclusions in. So yeah, and another sticky note. Um, so maybe this is for implication for discussion in my paper. So, now I have all the sticky notes in my annotation tab. If I want to go back, just click this. Then it's going to go back to where I took the notes. So this way it solves my problem. Well, I took an important note, but I didn't know where it was. So you just go to the annotation tab, and it's going back to where I took the notes. So this is very helpful for later on you want to when you are writing your paper. And there is another function. It's called notebook. A notebook is a function you can collect the readings from different papers. Annotation here is mainly for writing notes for individual paper, but notebook is for more for you are reading a paper, you are reading papers, and you want to collect sorts or findings from different papers, then you can do that. So I'm going to create a new page. A title page will I'm going to call microplastics. Oh, microplastics, and see. So origins of microplastics. So the papers talk about different origins. I'm going to go back here. So this talk about the origins of the microplastic is biodegradation, photodegradation, and other process. Then click Add to Notebook. So these are here. Then I can go back to another paper. I'm going to go back to another paper. Yeah. So this also talk about origins. And so you highlight this. Oops, you have to click the highlight function. Then click the left click, then add to notebook. In this way, so this is a very efficient way for your writing your literature review. So then you can just look at this and start to paraphrase. So origins of the where does microplastic come from? It comes from ocean or comes from daily use of plastic bags. So then you can add references as well while you are writing. If I click this, then it's go back to the first paper where I found this the statement. You can go back. You can also export as a RF a file. It's like a Word file. Then you can copy and paste in your Word and start to write. Um, Recently, it has an AI function as well, so this is fairly limited, but I still find sometimes it's useful. You can try that. So ask it to like summarize this PDF. You can only ask 5 questions. Some of the questions they ask what factors contributed. Yeah. Anyway, you can play with that. Oh, yeah, this is very 5 questions for each month. So I already reached the limits for this month. Let me click that. So yeah, basically that's the thing we wanted to talk. Are there any questions about using Mendeley the annotation or notebook function. Well, they are designed to help you to read your article. So I don't see any questions about this. Then I'm going to show you the Mendeley website. Uh, so if you don't have Mendeley installed on your computer, you can still access. So I will access to my Mendeley. So you will see I'm on Mendeley website. If you go to my library, click here, my library, it's going to open Mendeley Reference Management software. You see the interface is exactly the same as Mendeley desktop. So you don't have to install Mendeley on your computer. Then you can, sometimes you work in the in another place, or you don't have access to your own laptop. Then you can still see all the references you have. Another function in Mendeley is you can create collections. This is useful if you are working on different projects. So you can click the collections. Oops. Then click the collection. So for example, I want to move these articles I just created to this collections and select these 5 articles and go to add to collection, then add to microplastics. You can also share the references with different groups and create a group, type of a group, group project 1. So here you can manage group, then you can invite members up to 25 members to the group. So they can you can all share the references together. So this, I'm not going to the details, but it's pretty straightforward, and the function is here. It's designed for collaboration. So yeah, this is a basic introduction of Mendeley. As you can see, it's fairly simple to use. Uh, all the things that we talk about today is available on the Mendeley Reference Management software website, the library guide. To find this, if you go to the university website, on the left side, there is a search button. So if you type Mendeley guide, so the next one is Mendeley Reference Manager. So this is where you want to use. You talk about how to install Mendeley's, talk about what is Mendeley Reference management software, how to install, and yeah, how to install, and how to add references, how to import PDF and from different databases. They include OVID, other stuff, and how to insert citation, and how to annotate and create the notebook. So that I'm going to stop sharing right now. So just see if you have any questions. Do you have any questions? I don't see any questions. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, it is recorded. I think the coordinator can send you the recording after this. I'll give you, I'm going to share the screen again. Screen 2, go to PowerPoint. So here is my contact information. If you have any specific questions or if you have any problems, feel free to reach me. Here is my name and my email address. It's li.zheng@usask.ca. Yeah. Oops. So most important thing is that, like, if you go know how to find the Mendeley guide on the university website, then all the information we talk about today, you will be able to find that. Yeah. So last thing, like I want to show, like always check the reference list to make sure everything is correct. Sometimes the authors or the detailed information is not correct, then you have to change that. I will show you how to do that. So go to the info information. For example, if the page is not complete, but this one is complete, sometimes if it's not complete, you want to change the page number, you can do that. Yeah. Then it's going to update in your writing as well. So go back to library and deep cleaning. Yeah. So looks like all these things are correct. I want to show you another way to add references manually. Sometimes you don't have the DOI or archive ID. So for example, you are citing a report from a government, so you can do that. For example, I'm citing a report like um, Canada and the energy strategy. Author is National Research Council. Publication year 2025. Then add entry. So you can add entry here. So here is the report. If there is a website linked to the report, so you can add the URL here as well. So this is a way to manually import. So that's the basics we talk about today. Just here is a recap of what we did. First, create an account in Mendeley Reference Manager. Then download Mendeley to install. You don't have to if you just want to use a web version. Then to add references to your Mendeley Reference Manager, either from the PDF or download from a database like with Medline or Web of Science. And if you know the ID, DOI of the paper, you can search that as well. Then you go to Word to add the Microsoft add-in, and then you should be able to write your paper while you are and insert citations while you are typing. Yeah, so that's the basics for today. I'm going to start. So there is a chat. Let me chat. What about references from Wikipedia websites does not have author or date of publication? So you can add references. Choose a website, web page. Then, for example, like Wikipedia, you don't have to add the year. So if there's no year, you don't have to. Sometimes look at the bottom of the page is there a last update page, last update date. Then you can use that as well. So yeah, so there are different reference types you can choose. Use Wikipedia websites, yeah, and just type that. Does this answer your question? Yeah, so keep in mind, not every type of publication has a publication date. It's quite possible, like websites, they don't have the publication date. Then in that case, you just leave it as a blank. Or you can, like websites, you can use web page, like, let me see, Wikipedia. Oops. So website, then you can use, there is a um, date uh, files. Let me see. Access date, access URL, key information source. So there should be an access date here. Um, yeah, uh, I can't see this um, web page. Oh yeah, so if you go to URL, then it's going to ask you to type the data accessed. So this is where you indicate the date. You don't have to have the, especially for web page, you don't have to have the date of the web page was created, but it's important to have the data accessed. So yeah, that's we are plan to talk about today. Are there anything else you'd like to know? Yeah, looks like there are no other questions. So we are ending this session. Thank you very much for attending this introduction session. As I said, if anytime you have any questions, feel free to reach me by email. Yeah, I'm more than happy to assist you. So hopefully this can help you to save some time for your research in the summer. I'm going to stop recording.